Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot, and I am here with Gina from Cancer Baby Tarot. Hello, my dear. How are you today?
Hello, darling. I am good. How are you?
I'm good, and we're getting ready to do another episode of Piping Hot Tarot Talk. So let's get into this. What do we got for Aries? What do we got? Oh, Aries, somebody's burning your pictures, or you're burning somebody's pictures. You got an inferno in pictures. Somebody is like lighting it up. They're like, oh, hell no. I'm going to burn all of these. Somebody did something. Somebody. Tell me about this. I feel like this person, the only thing they wanted to do was to be with you, Aries. I feel like they wanted to be with you. You were their wish fulfillment. And now they're deciding on whether or not they want to be single or whether or not they want to work on the relationship. They're making a decision here. They can't get you out of their head. See, I almost feel like if you don't apologize to this person, Aries, and I feel like, well, this could be them to you or you to them. Take it how it resonates with you guys. Remember, tarot can be in reverse, okay? If somebody doesn't apologize here, you're going to be left out in the cold. They're just saying, I'm over this. I ain't dealing with this. I don't want to deal with this nonsense. If you aren't going to be coming to me with an apology, they're trapped in their head about something you said. You said something that really fired this person up. You talked about your partner from the past. You talked about a partner from the past. And now this person is upset because they look at this differently than you do. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there, Aries. I feel like this person's burning your pictures because you brought up the ex, and they're thinking there's more to this than just that meets the eye.
Okay, Aries. So in your energy, I have the Hermit and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like you could be withdrawing from a connection a little bit because you're trying to figure out what you want out of life, out of relationships. You might be juggling more than one person and you're trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, who or what you want to be with, or if you even want to be in a relationship. Now, your person's energy is the Two of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. They're immediately jumping to conclusions like, oh my God, Aries is going to leave me. Aries is going to leave me out in the cold. Aries is disappearing. What you don't know, what your person's hiding here, Aries, is with you got stage 5, what is that, fatal attraction type energy? This person with Temperance and the Two of Cups, they're not showing it. They're trying to be cool, calm, and collected around you. But with the Two of Cups, this person is head over heels in love with you, okay? I think the obstacle here is the Hanged Man and the Two of Pentacles. The obstacle is you're not really sure if you want to be with this person. You know, you're not really sure if they're what you want, or even if you really want a relationship right now. Meanwhile, the outcome here is the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. You have someone here that is just infatuated. I mean, this is someone that is stuck on being in love with you, being your husband, being your wife. They've already got your kids named. They've already picked out the house that you guys are going to buy, the wedding venue. I mean, the whole nine. This is someone that they're just, yeah, Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. I think that the outcome here is you're going to flip out and walk away from this person because you guys are so not on the same page. Like, I mean, really not on the same page at all.
Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you got... I think Gina and I were just having this conversation earlier as well. You got peaceful vibe and you got avoidance. What I feel like that's saying is, if you're going to steal my peace, get away from me. I ain't gonna bother you. I ain't gonna deal with you. I ain't gonna play into this, because you're coming in as the Empress energy, sitting next to the King of Wands. For me, that's an Emperor in a lower vibration, right? But there's arguing and fighting going on here. They're arguing and fighting, and they're communicating. They want justice. Somebody's saying, I want what I want. I want what I want here, right? In somebody's judgment here, I feel like this is the Empress talking to the Emperor. It's telling the Emperor that I know that you haven't decided if you what you want, but I know what I want. But if you're going to deceive this commitment, you need to go. This is like, you need to go. That's what this is an argument, and they're arguing and fighting about. If you're going to deceive me, then you need to go. Okay. This person has been patient. They've been trapped in their head on whether or not somebody's going to offer that commitment, offer that partnership. And if you're not in the same place as I am, get out, move on. So this is definitely someone saying, I know what I want. I want my peace. And if you're going to disrupt my peace, then it's time for me to leave you be until you're ready to meet me on my same energy. That's kind of what this is.
Okay. So Taurus. I'm not really sure in this reading who is keeping their options open. I don't know. Is it you, Taurus? Because on your under your energy, you've got the Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Lover's card, Three of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So is this an energy of you getting jealous because you think that someone has options? Or are you putting someone in competition? Now, I mean, the way your person is feeling here is what I'm really thinking here, Taurus, is you're thinking that someone is cheating, but they're not. Because in your person's energy, we've got the Hermit, Temperance, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. This is someone that's stressed out. This is someone that's tired. They need peace. They need quiet. They need alone time. And maybe they even told you this, that they need some time to themselves, but you're taking it as they're cheating. Because that's kind of what the vibe that I'm getting here. It's like, I don't know. What this person is hiding is, I mean, with the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands, they come towards you, they give you attention, but then with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, it's like they go really, really cold on you. And I think that what this person is trying to tell you is, I'm going to give you your time, your dedicated time, but then I need my dedicated time. And I don't know why, but that's just not sitting well with you, Taurus. You're under the impression that they're cheating. The blockage here is the Four of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. It's almost like this has the ability to be a really great relationship, but someone here has doubts. They think that during the time that your person's not talking to you, that they're juggling and that they're cheating. And what's bad about this, I mean, the outcome here is the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. What I'm a little concerned about here is that, Taurus, you're under the assumption that this person is cheating. I hope that you don't go off and cheat, thinking that they're cheating when all this person needs is some downtime. So just be careful with that, because, I mean, under the deck, this person is sitting in Empress energy. I don't think that they're actually cheating. I think that there's some suspicion here and paranoia. I think that, there's high levels of commitment here. I think that this person is just needs their space. And, I don't know. I hope that you don't, I hope that whoever is under suspicion here doesn't make the mistake of going out and cheating because their partner isn't cheating. They just need space, basically. All right, go ahead.
Okay, Gemini. Gemini, it looks like to me that at first I thought this was about you losing a job and being at the right place in the right time, but this is also about a soul contract and being in the right place. I almost feel like the energy is supporting somebody when you need to, right? Because your energy here is the Two of Cups. So this is about a partnership, but being at a crossroads about whether or not somebody has betrayed you. If they've betrayed this love, you're like, yeah, this is my partner, but I'm not sure. And it's like you're finding out, like this person's finding out that you've lost your job. So Gemini, I feel like they're finding out that you've lost their job, but it's also bringing in some clarity, like it's illuminating a Queen of Wands. It's illuminating a third party. Your partner feels like they're not sure if you've cheated on them or not. I do feel like that there's a tower and someone's apologizing. Somebody's offering commitment. I feel like, well, the tower is that this person is offering you commitment. What is happening here? Tell me about this. I feel like this could be the other way around. I feel like you're the one who's lost your job. You're finding out about a third party with your partner. That's bringing down the tower for you because the third party is not you, it's them. You offered commitment to this person. You offered your love to this person. And now you feel like this person's abandoning you in your hour of need. That's what this is about. Okay. Gemini, that tower for you is multiple things. It's representing you could have lost your job. It's representing finding out that your partner's unfaithful. It's also like you're shit's hitting the fan, because the next card out is the Five of Wands. This is chaos and deception. Chaos and deception. Your whole life has been flipped upside down. But I feel like the truth for you is that you have a lot of options here. You have a lot of options. I feel like what was the rugs pulled out from under you, but instead of you looking at this like, oh my God, the sky's falling, like everything's hitting me all at one time, you're looking at it as like, okay, I get a new opportunity for a new job, and I got a new opportunity for a new life, or a new wife, or a new husband, or whatever the case may be, or choosing to be single. Right? Because for you, I feel like you're manifesting your truth. You're manifesting your truth, and this has been a long time coming. And yes, you might walk away heartbroken, but there's a new door, there's a new day. So I almost feel like, don't take this as it's like everything is closing in on you, because actually this is almost like you've gotten freedom from a lot of things. So take it as the positive that I see it as right now.
Okay, Gemini, so this reading is a warning. Your person's going to check receipts. I feel like you're going to tell a white lie, because your energy is the Ten of Cups. I feel like you love your person. I feel like you're devoted to your person. I feel like, you're doing your thing, but there's something here that you want to do that maybe your person would not agree with. Okay. I don't know. All your friends are going to the strip club, or, there's that one, if you're a girl, there's that one girlfriend that your person can't hate, you can't stand, they don't want you hanging out with them. I don't know. So you're doing something here sneaky deaky. Okay. But it's a white lie. It's not like, do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like you're going off and, having an orgy with, you know what I'm saying? But this person is going to check to see where you are, what you're doing. They're going to double check what you're saying. So be careful. If you say, hey, babe, I'm not going to be home for dinner tonight, I'm going to Tom's house, we're going fishing. Yeah, they're going to check with Tom's wife and see if you and Tom are fishing. So cover your tracks. This person is going to check to see if you really are where you say you are, or whatever the case may be. Okay. What this person is hiding from you is that they know going into this, they are prepared to walk away if you're lying to them. That's the problem here. The obstacle is that you're dealing with someone hyper independent, and if they catch any form of sneaky behavior, even if it's the most mild, whitest of lies, they will dip on you. Now, the outcome is I do see an ending. I do see this person turning their back on you. I do see a reconciliation though. But lesson learned, you're not getting away with nothing when it comes down to this person. They will call to check up to see if you are where you say you are. They will check your location. This person's got a tracker in your truck. Like, this person is not playing, okay? So you're not getting away with nothing when it comes down to this person. But I do see you guys getting over it.
Okay, Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, you got opposites attracts and make it rain, okay? Now, so somebody, I feel like if opposites attract, one of you has money and one doesn't. Like in this case, one has money and one doesn't, okay? But what's funny is your energy is that somebody's offering you a new passionate beginning, or you are offering it to somebody else, but you're going to have some regrets if your friends find out. If your friends find out, you're going to regret it if your friends find out. So I don't know if you're the one with money and you're going for some broke ass guy, but I almost feel like there's going to be hell to pay if your friends find out that you did this. Okay. It's like, yeah, because you know what? You're worried about the relationship. There's like arguing about the relationship. It's almost like you're really stressing yourself out, because I don't know if you're from an affluent side of the tracks and your person is not. Like, this is about like, say, somebody who is an heiress dating a blue collar worker, right? This is the complete opposites here. You're complete opposites. Now, one has money, one does not. But it's like you're going to argue with people about this relationship. Like, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue because of this. The money is the issue. The money is. I feel like it's going to cause a burden. It's going to be hard to communicate. I almost feel like your father could be another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's almost like a burden communicating with your father. Like, this is a parent. This is definitely a parent, that this is over. This is over. You don't want to lie to your parent here. Not that if you're an adult, but I almost feel like there's more to it. There's more to it because I feel like you're a very affluent person. And, it's like your family has a reputation to uphold, kind of thing. And I almost feel like this is the issue. This is the issue, communicating that this is over. Right? Because I feel like the person could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. This person sees things differently than you do. They see it differently than you do. They don't look at you for your money. This person could care less about your money. They don't care what you have. They don't care what you have. They look at this differently. They took a chance because they thought you were attractive, that they thought they wanted to be with you. So just know that even though you're from the opposite sides, I feel like you see it how this person is. Your family and friends do not. It's a big fight with your family and friends over who you choose. And it's almost like, it's almost like they're keeping an eye on you. They're watching you. They're to see that you don't do something you shouldn't. It's almost like a forbidden love. It's almost like a taboo love, that you can't have this because this person is not the same as you.
Romeo and Juliet.
Huh?
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
Romeo and Juliet.
100%. This is crazy. Cancer. So somebody just definitely doesn't want you two together because the other person doesn't have money. But to be honest with you, that other person could care less about your money. That's not even an issue to them. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, my Cancer babies. So, guys, I really, 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 with all my heart and soul, hope that this reading is about like one of your children, a niece, a nephew, or something, and that this isn't your partner. Because I feel like the way you feel is tired, Cancer. You're sitting in Empress energy, and it's kind of like, I'm tired of always having to be there for everybody. I'm tired of, having to do everything. I'm always the one that does right by everybody. I'm always the one that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're always there to take care of everybody. Now, the person that you're dealing with the Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Magician, it's kind of like this person is like, well, if you don't do it for me, someone else will. Or if you really love me, you would do it for me. Or, it's kind of like this very energy. What this person is hiding is the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. It's all about them. It is all about them. This person is trying to see how much they can get out of you. And we're not talking about just money here, just favors, make me breakfast, make me dinner, make me this, make me a sandwich. Can you get this? Can you get that? Like, you just get done sitting down, relaxing, and this person wants you to get up and do something. You see what I'm saying? The obstacle here, Cancer, is that you do it with the Chariot, Temperance, and the Four Swords, the Tower. To stop a tantrum from taking place, or to stop a fight from taking place, or to not hear this person's mouth, you're getting up and you're doing it. Now, Cancer, the outcome is the Judgment card, Three of Pentacles, and the Fool card. Spirit is asking, this really isn't so much an outcome as it is, be careful what decisions you make, because what you allow is what's going to continue. Do you see what I'm saying? If you keep doing things, this person's going to keep sitting in full energy where it's like they get to do nothing. They get to just live off your back and be a parasite, while you're the one with the Three of Pentacles putting in all the work. So be careful, that you can't complain about it, because you keep allowing it. So if this is your children that are spoiled, well, you're the one that's, what's that word? Enabling it. Do you see what I'm saying? If this is your partner that doesn't do anything around the house or doesn't bring anything to the table, you're enabling it. You know what I'm saying? You're enabling it. So it's not so much an outcome as it is advice. You're the one that's allowing this. You're the one that's making the decision to do everything, while this person just sits on the couch or doesn't contribute or whatever. So before you complain and get upset and all this other stuff, you have to understand that, sometimes you got to point at yourself and say, well, am I the problem that I keep allowing this? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo, you got fighting and you got distraction. So I feel like there's trust issues, one-sided, detached, poor communication, but there's also options and always busy. It's a wandering eye, keeping you waiting. There's always fights between you and this person, because really they're checked out of the relationship. I'm going to tell you, when everything's a fight and you can't trust this person, then it's time for you to move on. So Leo, you feel betrayed. First of all, you feel betrayed, and you can't get this out of your head. You've been patient in this relationship. You've tried to be patient. You've tried to, do all the things. It's almost like a continuance of Gina's reading. You're the one taking care of business, and this person's acting like they don't have to have any responsibility. In their mind, they're checked out. You got the World card. You got the World card here. So this is ending a karmic cycle, ending something to start something new, right? This person, there's a third party at work. This person is going to see a third party at work. They are checked out of this relationship. It's almost like, you're having sleepless nights over this. You can see the tower. You literally can see this thing imploding as it goes. He's done this before. This person, I won't say once a cheater, always a cheater, but if you don't correct the problem, if you don't admit there's a problem, then you're never going to fix it, right? So you want I feel like you're in Queen of Swords mode here. Even though I don't see any fire here, but I feel like this is you, because you've had enough. I like the Queen of Swords because she has the sword of truth in her hand, and she'll cut you with it. She will. She's not going to play. She's not going to play that game, right? So she wants clarity, and she also wants an apology. She wants you to communicate that you're sorry. She wants to know the truth, and she wants to know that you mean it, right? I feel like she's loved you for a long time. She's been there and she's loved you for a long time, but her judgment is you're nothing but a problem, nothing but a burden. So I feel like you're not getting anything out of this relationship, Leo. You really aren't. Whenever you ask this person a question, they're going to argue and fight with you, that you can't trust them. They're never around when you need them. They always are too busy to do anything. You know what they're doing. You're well aware of what they're doing, but it's up to you to walk away. It really is.
Okay, Leo. So I feel like your intuition is telling you that something big is happening behind your back. And I feel like you're just patiently waiting for it to come to you. I don't see you going crazy, investigating, doing all this stuff. The truth is just going to fall right in your lap. And when it does, oh, you are never going to speak to this person again. This is somebody that is going to beg for your forgiveness. They're going to want to talk about it. This is somebody that made a super, like, behind your back, this person does that. You know, when they say the cat's away, the mice will play, or something like that. The stuff that this person does behind your back is just unreal. Unreal. What they've been hiding is the Four of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. This is someone that has been living a double life, and they thought that, you know, they could get away with it. Everything has been calm. Everything has been working perfectly. They could have you in their life. You're coming in as a Queen of Pentacles, which means that, you know, you're nurturing, you're kind, you're calm, you're stable, you're grounded, you're loyal. Some of you are financially stable. Like, everything is hunky-dory. You know what I'm saying? And they are just doing whatever the hell they want behind your back. The obstacle here is they really think that they can get you back, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think that you are going to take this to your grave. I don't see you forgiving this person at all. Or, I mean, if you do forgive them, you're not going to ever go anywhere. Doesn't mean because you forgive someone that you got to get back with them. You see what I'm saying? You might forgive them for your own peace, but you're never going to let them back in your life again, you know?
Okay, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, you got back together and then you got deuces. And when I saw that, I thought this is a makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup kind of thing. Okay. And I feel like, Virgo, you may be in a commitment with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, but then it ends. And then it's almost like you do some soul searching. So you're into this commitment and then you break up. But then you have another choice here, because you have a Queen of Wands here, that you are having sleepless nights waiting for that. Oh, the Queen of Wands is having sleepless nights waiting for you to decide what you want or who you want. Right? So you're back and forth, you're bouncing around, right? But the problem here is the truth in the matter. You got the Ace of Swords here. The truth is that you're back and forth between the two. You juggle the relationship and then you reconcile. So this is somebody who's cheating. This is somebody who goes from one partner to the next. And I almost feel like you're back and forth between these two. But the outcome of this is that you have a family with this Queen of Cups. There's a family situation here that you need to work on. You need to work on this new beginning, right? And move this forward. You need to make the right decision to move forward with success, which is the Chariot, right? This is you deciding to go in the right direction. Now, the advice here is like you need to end taking that leap in divine timing to these options. you need to stop cheating. This is the bottom line, is this person, you can't continue to play the Wheel of Fortune here on these options. You just can't. You can't do it. Right? If you want to fix this relationship and it stop being back and forth, you need to do what you need to do. In this case, I'm pointing my finger at you, Virgo. I am pointing my finger at you. In this case, now it could go the other way around, but since your energy was what I read and who you're committed to, I would say this one's on you, dog.
Okay, so Virgo, this is a little specific. I'm not going to lie. I feel like we're dealing with someone here that maybe this is like an ex that you just can't get out of your system, or someone that you've known since high school. You know what I'm saying? You have a history with this person. And your energy is, I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to let this person go. I need to stop. This person is married. They're committed elsewhere. And with the Ace of Wands here, they see you as, I don't mean to, an F-U-C-K toy. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, sexually, you and this person cannot let each other go. Okay? You're dealing with someone here that is married, that you have been on and off with and out with, you know, all the things with for a long time. Now, what they're hiding here is they're telling you that someday they're going to leave their partner, but I don't think that they are. I think that this person and their partner have a strong friendship. They've got love. If they fight, they reconcile. You know, I don't really see that happening. The obstacle, the Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords, is you wanting to know when. You're constantly threatening, you're constantly upset, you're constantly mad. When are you going to leave? I just don't see it happening. The obstacle is that you don't want to see the mind fuck. You don't want to see that this person is just playing with you. The outcome here is the Three of Wands, the King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. You're waiting to be with this person. You are waiting to be with this person. And the bottom line is, with the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Devil, until you realize that this person is stopping your life, because let me put things into perspective to you. This person has someone to go home to every night. They spend holidays with somebody. They've got a family with that person. They have a life. They have someone to go on vacation with. They've got someone to share their life with till the day they die. You're on the side here being used every once in a while for sex, and you can't move on. You can't find your own person. You see what I'm saying? Because you're so sprung on the fact that this person is one day eventually going to leave and be with you. So what this person is doing is super selfish, because they're not they're stringing you along and not allowing you to have a life of your own, which is really unfair. And until you accept that as truth, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck on this.
Okay, guys, this is our little spiritual segment. And I think the topic we should talk about today, Gina, is manifestation.
Okay.
And the different ways of manifesting things. Now, a lot of people, like for me, if I want to do a manifestation, I do it in a prayer form. I write it down like I already have it, like it's already mine. And I say I'm grateful, but I also use the chakras. Okay. It's not just that I am grateful, which would be your root chakra. You want to refer to it as I know, I see, I feel, these things coming to me, right? So you want to use all of that. You know, you want to use all of the chakra energies to manifest it. So it's not just that you're grateful for. Yes, of course you're grateful for, but you know it's coming. You can see it's coming. You feel it's coming, that kind of thing. So you're aware, you're aware is also the crown, being aware, your crown chakra, that it's coming. But that's how I do it. How do you manifest?
Oh, I'm crazy. You don't even want to ask the question, because I'm insane. So I'm going to give you two examples on my manifestations. Okay. So I pick up one day, and I was living in Georgia, right? I was living in Macon, Georgia. And I said, I want to move to Ohio. I took my butt to Walmart. I bought boxes and tape and everything. And girl, I just start packing. Curtis, my boyfriend was like, Gina, you don't have a place to live yet. You haven't even been up here yet. You haven't even driven here yet. You haven't even seen Ohio yet. You don't even know, you don't have a place to, you don't even have a place to go to. I'm looking up U-Hauls and doing everything, packing my house. Lo and behold, I got a place. I moved to Ohio. When I bought my house in Covington, seriously, when I bought my house in Covington, Barbara, I was in North Carolina. Do you remember? I was packing. I don't know if we were talking. I started packing my whole house in North Carolina. I had no idea if I was going to get approved for this house in Covington. I had no idea. Okay. I pack my whole house, do everything. I do that with everything. When I want a car, I just start looking at the cars that I want. I start shopping around for car insurance. I clean out my current car, get it ready. I go to the dealership with nothing in my vehicle, fully prepared to hand it over. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Like, but
That's knowing. That's knowing that you're headed in that direction.
Yeah. And, the Bible says that too, talk like, be thankful like you've already received. It's not an easy thing to do, because really, even I have my moments like, what the hell am I doing? I just packed my whole house, like my whole house, and I have nowhere to go. Like, I'm not going anywhere. But you got to really, really, really believe that you've received it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really believe that you.
That's like turning the page, not knowing what's on the next page, but you're ending the book on that other page, so you can start a new one, a new chapter on this one. No, you're definitely turning the page. That's yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And also, one of the things is that, like, I'll put in my head a specific thing that I want. And the energy is like, say I wanted a new sectional couch. So I'm going to visualize that sexual.
Yeah, I know what you want to do on that couch, lady.
No, sectional couch, and I'll visualize it in my head, and then I won't think about it. And I'm not even kidding you. Within a month or so, there's that couch. Like, there's a way. Like the car I drive, I visualize the car that I wanted. Next thing you know, I'm in that car. I mean, where you think that they don't pay attention to what you're asking for, the universe does pay attention, especially if you're deserving of it. Because if you're an asshole and you're stealing and you're doing things, trust me, when you want to manifest quickly, make sure that your energy's in the right place. Like, I almost feel like you need to be in a higher vibration. You need to focus on positive things. If you can't, I don't feel like you can manifest if you're an asshole. When you're really hurtful and hateful to other people, I don't feel like you sitting there thinking you got something coming. It's not going to come. It's not. I feel like the opposite.
There's two important things with manifestation that I don't want to leave out because they're so important. Okay. One, don't forget though that, how do I want to put this? If you're a Christian and you're spiritual, or if you believe in light and darkness, you'll understand what I'm saying. The devil doesn't know anything about you that you don't tell it.
Yeah.
So I believe that if you're going to manifest, journal manifestation is so much better than you constantly speaking your plans out loud. I love to do that. I love to make the mistake of speaking my plans out loud, repeating over and over and over again what I'm going to get. And I do get it quickly, but I'll tell you what, it's a disaster every time. The shit that I go through before I get it, because there's constant obstacles. So one thing I would recommend, definitely journal manifestation. Okay. And number two, don't forget to align yourself to receive. You can't, oh, I want a lot of money, but then again, I'm going to stay at my job. I'm not going to look into opening a new business. I'm not going to look into anything new. I'm just going to sit here at my receptionist job and pray that, I don't know, a bag of money will just fall on my head. You have to look for other jobs. You have to align yourself.
Oh, and I have it over there in the corner. Okay. And also, guys, when you're manifesting something, I also do grids. I do grids, and I have them on my altar. But there's 4 stones that you really need to invest in if you want to manifest too. One is tiger's eye, one is adventurine, one is pyrite, and the other is citrine. And those are the 4 most powerful manifestation stones that you can get. So when I do journal, and I write something down, I sit them on top of that. And I mean, we all have our ways of doing things, but find out what works for you best and do it, and see what comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get into Libra. Okay, Libra, you got childish and you got dating. So you're dating someone who's very immature, or the people that you're coming in contact with are very immature. It's like you wanna offer that cup, but you're not saying it. You're not saying it because you're taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. And now you're kind of at a crossroads. It's like the packaging is fantastic. The packaging is perfect. 6-pack abs, brown hair, brown eyes, mustache, hot, broad shoulders. But the brain cells, they're just not adding up. They're missing something. The elevator's not going all the way to the top. And I almost feel like your past partner may have cheated on you. So I feel like this partner from the past had sex with a third party. So this is almost like, do I want to? Oh, I see why they're saying childish. I feel like you are being childish when it comes to dating. I almost feel like this is like a get even. Like this is like to get even. They left you out in the cold, and so this is like. It's almost like you had to overcome some obstacle here. I feel like this is like you have to overcome some obstacle here. And I almost feel like this is like, Libra, why do I feel like you're swinging a sword here? You are ready to get even. This past mistake, whatever, it's almost like you're watching them. Like you're seeing what they've done. You see what they've done. And now it's like you're communicating to people that you want equal give and take. You're having conversations with people back and forth here. Queen of Swords. You're out there dating. You're out there dating, but you're dating to get even. You're dating to get even. I promise you that. Now, whether you're masculine or feminine, I feel like there's a third party there. And then here's you single and abundant now, right? But now you're like, okay, you had that third party. Let me master my emotions here and protect myself. It's almost like I'm protecting myself. I want to get more on here because I feel like you're being childish by trying to get even with somebody because of what they've done. I wouldn't waste the energy of dating to get even with somebody. I would go find me the better partner because your best revenge is living well. It's not getting even. So it's almost like you're being strategic here. You're waiting because you're discontent. You're a little obsessed because you can't get it out of your head. Okay. Go for the new beginning, Libra. Don't waste your time on getting even with this person for what they did, because at the end of the day, all you're going to end up with is another tower. You're literally only going to end up with another tower. Go for the new beginning. Find you somebody that is going to chime your bell a lot louder than your ex did, and make sure that ex knows it if that's what you want to do. Like, find it and be happy, or just be happy. And when he sees you and you're happy, that's all they need to know is you're happy. That's it. It's the best way to get even.
Very true. So Libra, mine's is very similar to Barbara's, but also a little different. Okay. In your energy, we've got the 7 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. I think that somebody is coming back around to try to apologize to you, and you're getting that, what's the name of that cat in Alice in Wonderland when he smiles?
The Cheshire, the Cheshire cat. Yeah.
You're getting that. Oh, you're back. Okay. I think that this person's energy with the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Cups, they really want to fix it with you and try to make things right now. I think that this person is going to be fighting for your attention, fighting because they know what they've lost now. They know that they could have had a 10 of Pentacles with you. They could have built with you. They could have had a future with you. Oh, Leo, you're going to eat this up. 6 of Wands and the King of Wands.
Yeah, Libra.
Oh, Libra. What? I'm sorry. What did I say?
Leo.
Did I say Leo? Because you're sitting in with Leo, and you got the King of Wands here. That you might be sitting in Leo energy. I don't know, but you're eating this up, Libra. Oh, you're just gonna love every second of this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because eventually the truth is gonna come out. Karma will be served that with the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant, you're either married, getting married. You're in a very high level of commitment here. Very high level of commitment here, and it is just going to stonewall the shit out of this person. You're just going to drop that bomb, drops mic, and walk away. 9 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. They're fighting for your attention. Come on, just meet me. Come on, just do this. Come on, just do that. And you're like, you know, you're gonna let them do that for a certain period of time, and then you're gonna say, I can't meet you for dinner. I'm married. Like it drops mic and boom, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're really going to get your clap back on this one.
I like that.
Yeah, you're gonna let them beg and grovel and beg. Why won't you talk to me? Why won't you meet up with me? Whatever. And then finally you're just gonna be like, I can't come meet you. I'm married. Bitch, bye. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
Okay, we've got 20. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, you got controversy and you got an unknown caller. You have somebody who's got beef with you, and they're calling your phone with an from an unknown number, and it's almost like attacking. It's somebody from the past. It's literally somebody from the past who's attacking a family situation. Now, you're with somebody that you love. There's love here. You've got love here. But it's almost like you feel like defeated here. And you're waiting for them. It's almost like you're waiting for this person to come at you. This is a crazy ex. You know, it's almost like it's illuminated. It's almost like this is it's attacking you or attacking a family situation. You feel attacked, and it's illuminating the manipulation, the mind games, because somebody wants to be with your person again. This is like, this person's like, oh my God, people are just crazy. They're just crazy. He hasn't spoken to this person because he sees it differently than they do. So if you're a feminine energy, your partner has not spoken to this crazy ex, right? He has the Hanged Man. You know, he's looking at the bigger picture. It's also a pause. It's a step back and seeing the bigger picture. He knows why he hasn't talked to this person. They could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is somebody from the past. They feel like they were left out in the cold. And it's like they could have done things differently if they waited. Things could have changed if they waited. But that's not the case. This person has moved on. Well, when one has moved on, but the other has not, right? And I feel like that this person is having sleepless nights. They're unhappy about the relationship working. They don't want your relationship working, so they're trying to cause drama by calling and saying things from an unknown number. You know, this just block this person. Just block them. And if they call and it's somebody, you know what I do, guys? If I don't know your number and you call my phone, you will never get it answered. Hell would freeze over and I would ski it. If I don't know who's calling me, I'm not answering that phone number. Not that I have anything to hide, but I don't play that. I just don't.
I agree. All right. So Scorpio, one thing about those tables, they always turn, and nobody loves a nice fresh dish of revenge like a good old Scorpio. Nobody. So Scorpio, the opportunity for revenge is here. Okay, the opportunity for the scales of karma to balance themselves out are here. Your person, they want to reconcile. something did not work out. This is someone that chose someone over you, and it did not work out where they went. What they're hiding is when, you know, they know, like, looking back, how cocky they were. Like, this is somebody that chose someone over you and then really rubbed it in your face, really went above and beyond to, like, you know what I'm saying, dig. Not only did they put that knife in your back, but then they like twisted it and twisted it and twisted it. And Scorpio, you were so blessedly silent. Oh my God, you just kind of just said the day will come, and it's here, and it is here. This person wants to talk to you, they want to love you, they want to give you everything. And you know what you're going to tell this person? I've met someone better. Let me tell you all about my new upgrade. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to tell them all about the new upgrade that you have in your life. And I feel like you have. Well, whether you have an upgrade or you don't have an upgrade, you're still going to tell them about it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, I don't want your sorry ass. I found someone that does this for me and that for me and this for me. So now you get to slam the door in their face. You get to reject them, and you get to say that you're choosing someone else over them. So, yep, your day is here, baby.
Day of reckoning. Okay, Sagittarius, you are the first card out here, and you got heart repair and spiritual attacks. Okay, let me tell you something. This is something I have lived for the past 13 years, so I understand where you're coming from, okay? Now, I feel like you love somebody, you wanted to be with somebody, and you're trying to move this forward. The only problem is that you need to recover. You need to recover here. You are still trapped in your head about knowing that something is done. Like, is this karmic cycle finally over? If it is, I want clarity. I want clarity. Okay. And this is about, being spiritually attacked. You learn a few things, because here you divine protection, shadow work, spiritual awakening, and karmic triggers, right? And healing your heart through all of this. This is all a process here. So I feel like it offers something to you, because what's been offered to you is you're now an Empress energy. You're full on Empress energy. Somebody is finally moving towards you, King of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This person's finally coming towards you. Now, this King of Swords here, this King of Swords is been cut off. It's done. This is the karmic cycle that's ended for you. This karmic cycle is over, and this King of Swords has been cut out, and there is an ending, and then they have moved on. So now, not only has this karmic cycle ended for you, and you know that it's done, this person is no longer in your life, okay? But you had to master your own emotions here, and you had to find the strength for you to balance. You're literally balancing the tower. You're balancing the tower here. So it's almost like where you may have felt like you were weak at one point, you have now come to this center point where you are strong, and you're able to find the peace and balance that you need, which is very spiritual for you. This is very spiritual for you.
Okay. So, Saggy, this reading is a huge warning, okay? In your energy, you've got the Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. I think you're meeting someone new, and I think it's actually going really, really well, okay? I think that you have someone from your past coming back, wanting to reconcile. And there's a part of you that's happy that this person is back, but there's also major warning bells going off. Your intuition is screaming at you that something isn't quite right. But you're so kind of happy to hear from this person that you don't listen. This is somebody that's coming back. You've got a page, and you've got a King of Pentacles. So the new person that you're dealing with is out to offer you real commitment, something solid. But then you've got this other person coming in page energy, wanting to apologize for breaking your heart, wanting to do all these things. This ex of yours is coming back around to, how do I want to put it? They want to punish you for moving on to new love. That is what they want to do. And the obstacle here is that you're still very much sexually attracted to your ex. So the new situation is going very good when it comes down to stability. Like you met a good guy or a good girl, okay? But your ex, they got that devil D. They got that devil coochie, okay? And there's you're still very sexually tied to that past person. Be careful, because what they're going to do is they're going to get you to cheat, they're going to get you sprung, and then they're going to leave. The outcome here is 3 of Wands and the Fool card. Where did they go? Which way did they go? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're going to just disappear on you. So be careful, Sagittarius, that you don't end up ruining something new that could be very stable and healthy for you for some devil D or some devil coochie. Okay.
Deviled. It's a deviled D.
The devil D, yeah.
Okay, 55. Okay, so Capricorn, you have an angel number 5544. 5544. There may be some kind of change in your foundation. Maybe some kind of change in the foundation. So your cards also unemployed, guidance, and clear your mind, clear your heart. Okay, so for you, I feel like you may have lost a job. That might be the trigger here, and you realizing that you need to find some clarity and guidance. So you're needing to clear your energy. You're needing to musa, right? Okay, so I feel like for you, I feel it starts off this little story with you having some regret that you communicated to a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So a man and a woman. You're communicating something to them. That begins your problem, because you may have told them that you had a job offer because you have the Ace of Pentacles, something that's going to grow and prosper, right? And they see this as a burden. They see this as a problem. Whatever you told them, they're seeing this as an issue. So this person they may do something to try to stop you from having that blessing. They may let you go, right? But the truth will always win in the long run, right? The truth will always win in the long run. You have options. The truth is you do have options. And you're coming in as a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, but a feminine Capricorn, okay? You can wait for your ships to come in. You have opportunities coming towards you. All you need to do is wait for these ships to come in. You're aware. You're aware that you have opportunities. But it all started with you telling somebody something and them using that against you and causing the problem. Right? I do see you having a new beginning, something where you're going to have a lot more money. There's going to be a lot more money here for you. You're going to take that leap and you're going to have a victory. So it doesn't matter what somebody else is doing to try to destroy something that you have. Just know that first of all, you know the universe has got your back, because you're asking for clarity and guidance here. Right? So they're going to always guide you in the right direction. You just get in touch with your people. Just get in touch with your people. And, whatever somebody has done to cause harm to you, this is going to be made right. It will be made right. Now, I do believe that you're going to get a position with an Aries, Leo, Sag, being specific. You're going to be working with an Aries, Leo, Sag, and this is going to bring you justice over all of the chaos. It's going to bring you justice over all the chaos. So at the end of the day, even though you said something to them, maybe in passing, or you were excited about it, they used that to weaponize against you, and it caused something to happen. But you actually win in the end here, because no matter what they did, you got something better coming at you because of it.
Okay, so Capricorn, your energy is the Two of Swords on the Justice card. There is someone here that you will never, ever, ever let into your life again. There is someone here that chose money over love, and they're paying the price for that. And now they want to come groveling back to you. And you are not going to let this person in. What this person is hiding is that they thought that they went towards this person with more money and they would get something out of it. They would get spoiled, get their bills paid. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't get anything. That person that had money didn't give this individual crap, and now they want to come knocking on your doorstep to come back and at least get love. So now this person's out of love and they're out of money. The obstacle here is that this person chose an emperor, chose someone, you know, I think that they were actually cheating on you with this person for a minute before they made that leap. And it's a, you know, that judgment card can be a representation of making a decision that you just can't go back from. There's no fixing it. Once you make it, done, you know. The obstacle here is that with the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups, this person is stuck on you, man. This person, this karmic lesson is going to sit with this individual probably for the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying? They're fantasizing, literally fantasizing about you just taking them back. Nine of Wands under the deck. It ain't going to happen. It'll never happen.
Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius, you got growing together and peaceful vibe. I feel like your Empress energy here. This is a commitment to you. This is something that you long-term commitment. You're moving forward here because you're both on the same page. Everything's moving in the right direction. Wasn't always that way though, because your partner's energy was they were obsessed with betrayal. This person has the devil and the betrayal. You got the Ten of Swords. Something ended very painfully. They were obsessed with this, or they could have done this to you. This has been a long time they've needed to work on the situation. It took them a long time to work on this. Oh, I get what they're saying. They may have betrayed you so bad in the past that it took a long time for them to fix this, right? To be on the same page and growing together, a lesson learned. This is a lesson learned and a spiritual bond, right? I feel like with them, there's justice here. You're gaining justice. They're very passionate about giving you this new beginning because of their regret and remorse. This person feels so deeply how they wronged you. Now, you know, sometimes when we do wrong somebody, we don't think about it at the time. We're just going with what feels good for us. But with this person, now they feel how deeply they've hurt you, and now it's like it's almost like they're doing everything they can to make it right with you, because that's their wish fulfillment. They're being completely honest with you. There's a lot of emotional and passionate communication between the two of you. You're coming in as a husband and a wife, a king and a queen of pentacles. So this is something that you've had for, excuse me, a long time, but it's finally getting back on the track. You know, you've got those 10 cups being filled. It's a family situation. And I feel like the past chaos you have moved on from. So I almost feel like now it's like smooth sailing ahead for the two of you.
Okay, so Aquarius, I think you could be married to somebody here or be in a high level of commitment. Your person has somebody that they say is a friend, and they think that you believe this. You know that they're cheating. You're actually loyal to this with the King of Pentacles. You're loyal to your connection, but they think that you actually believe the whole friend theory. Okay, you don't believe it for a second. Your energy is the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so you don't believe it for a second. What your person is hiding is the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. They want to leave, they stay because you provide some type of financial stability for this person, or you're tied to them financially in some way, like you guys rent an apartment together or something like that, where financially it doesn't benefit them to leave you. And that's the only reason why this person stays. Now, The obstacle here is that your person has fallen in love with the third party. And I feel like with the Eight of Wands and the Magician here, what's going to happen is you're going to be having a conversation with this individual, and bloop, they're going to call you someone else's name. They're going to call you the friend's name. They're going to, or they're going to say something or do something, send a text message to the wrong person. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's going to come out via communication, like a text is sent to the wrong person, or a name is called, or something along those lines. And with the Two of Swords, it's game over. It's game over. The outcome here is the Moon card with the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Someone here is going to wish that they never sent that message. It could have been a nude or sexting or something like that. Like maybe your person was in the middle of sexting with somebody and the message got sent to you by accident. But what is hidden always comes to light. So this is, you know, the divine is in your favor here. Okay, they're going to regret sending that message. They're going to regret saying that name. You know, they're going to regret what they're doing here because you're done. Two of Swords, you're walking away.
Okay. Pisces, you got caught and love affair. Now, your energy is that you're aware that they're cheating. You think they're in love with this person and they want to be with them, and you're just waiting for them to go. You're just waiting for them to go. Their energy is they're not happy. It's almost like this person's very... This person attacks you with manipulation. Their judgment is to cause a fight with you so that they can go where they want to go. They start a fight so that they can leave and they'll go be with their third person. But they manipulate and attack you so that they could do what they want to do. Now, I do feel like that your person could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like whatever they're hiding, they're manifesting a tower. They're manifesting a tower. Whatever they're hiding, they're manifesting a tower. Shit's about to get real on this person. Now, I feel like that third party is somebody from the past. And I feel like they're finally going to get real and communicate the truth about this person. They're doing this with an ex. This is an ex. I do feel like they have regret for all of the burden. Well, they're going to tell you they have regret for all of the burden, and they want a victory. They want a victory with their partner. They want to come back together. They want things to work out between the two of you. But let me see, because I want to see, Pisces, what you think of all of this, because they're finally going to, they're manifesting, they manifested a tower, and now they have to be honest and have to tell you the truth. Yeah. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. They're coming in trying to control the situation, but you can see they're out the door. You can see that they're just trying to control the situation. And you're communicating that you're gone. You're done. You're done with this. You're done with the relationship. You're moving on from this relationship. It's like, you want it, you can have it.
All right, Pisces. So I think you have a Sage 5 clinger here, Pisces. This person is stressing you all the way out. In your energy, you got the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. This person is too clingy, too all over you, and you just can't do it anymore. Their energy is the Emperor and the Two of Cups. They, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're in love. They want you to be their man. They want you to be their woman. They're just like all over it. All over it. Now, what this person is hiding is they see through your actions that you don't want them. They're just refusing to accept the truth. Like, so if you're asking yourself, does this person not catch the hint? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this person not getting the hint that, like, I don't want this, or that I'm not in it the way they are? They do. They see it. They're just refusing to accept reality. The obstacle here is the Queen of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. This person doesn't want you giving time and energy to anything other than them. You're not allowed to go out with your friends. You're not allowed to talk to people. You're not allowed to talk to your family. You're not allowed to go to work. You're not, I mean, it's just like over the top crazy. The outcome here, Pisces, is you got to make a decision as to what you want to do. But I feel like nothing short of being very brutally honest with this person is going to work. You know what I'm saying? This is a one-sided relationship. This person thinks that they are in a committed relationship with you. I feel like you're going to tell this person off with the Five of Swords and walk away. You know, this person is going around calling you their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their husband, their wife. Like, it's just too over the top. It's getting weird now, you know? So I think you're going to flip out on this person, and that's going to be the end of it.
Okay, guys, that is all we have for you today. Please leave us a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.
God bless, guys. Take care. Mwah.